Hi, my name is Shanice and I'm a backyard desert gardener in Arizona. In today's video, I'm going to give you a tour around the garden and show you what's currently growing in the month of January. So in my native plant area, everything right now is pretty much dormant. In this area, I have a red Mexican bird of paradise, a desert willow, a basil tree, and pink morning glory bushes. They do receive a lot of sun here, so some of the plants still have leaves on them. And my yellow bell bush that I recently planted is doing very well. And towards the back, I have a queen's wreath vine plant growing on a trellis. Pretty much all of my heat-tolerant native plants have gone dormant. This is the biggest red Mexican bird of paradise that I have in my whole garden. Now moving forward to my front yard, we have more plants growing outside the fence. And it looks a little bit bare right now because we had so much trimming to do. Our river tamarind tree has doubled in size since last year. I absolutely love this tree. It's a fast grower, it's heat tolerant, and it has bright green leaves. We do have a lot of pink morning glory bushes growing around my garden that we had to trim down because they are also fast growers. After we get this area all cleaned up, we are actually going to sow some wildflower seeds. They thrive really well in this area. On the other side, we are still working on getting plants to grow in this area. As you can see, we have a few succulents, cactus, and pink morning glory bushes growing. Next, I'll bring you into the inside of my front yard. So in the front of my yard, this area gets a lot of shade. I have a Cape honeysuckle that's growing directly in the soil, and my container plants, which do really well up here. This year, I plan on growing all my plants in containers up front. And it makes more sense since they receive a lot of shade but still get the right amount of sun each day. But I do have a lot of plants that still need to be transplanted into the ground. This 5-year-old periwinkle Madagascar is proof that plants in containers do very well up front. But I still have a lot of work ahead of me because I have a few plants that are outgrowing their pot, like this aloe vera, which needs to be transplanted into the ground right away, including this beautiful tree that I got as a gift last year. My succulents do very well up here, and hollyhocks. We added more cactus, I have a pomegranate growing, and more pink morning glory bushes. But this area is still a work in progress. I have one of my giant hollyhocks growing, the biggest hollyhock growing in my entire garden, which is growing right beside a tomato plant. Just look how big the leaves are getting. It's starting to bud out, so hopefully it starts blooming soon. The tomato plant that's growing right next to it is a cherry tomato and has been producing for a few months now. This is a volunteer plant, so I didn't need to add any soil amendments to it. It's just growing natural in the native desert soil. But the important question is, does it taste good? And I can assure you they taste very good. It has a very sweet taste to it. And it continues to produce more tomatoes. And as for my trees, they completely lost all their leaves. Even in the tree's dormant state, it's still very beautiful. It's the cycle of the tree, and it's just what nature does. And it gives you something to look forward to. Around the corner, I have a bougainvillea growing in a pot. This is another plant that was gifted to me, and I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to put it in my garden. The side of my fence is not really pretty around this area, but I see it as a blank slate and an opportunity to plant something very good here. My powwow swamp lily is still green. It produces flowers in the spring, but even in the winter, the leaves are very bright green. It receives a perfect amount of sun here and seems to be very happy. There's a few areas in my garden that kind of look like this. We're kind of growing different plants and seeing what works before we completely invest into this area. Oh, and I have a little baby native plant growing. This is a red Mexican bird of paradise. I can't wait to see how tall it gets this year. Moving forward, but going backwards, we're now entering my backyard. This is where the central party is at. Right here, I have a gorgeous evergreen shrub. This is a lavender starflower. This plant stays green all year long and does require quite a bit of water. It's heat tolerant and produces purple flowers that the pollinators love. I have a vine plant growing in a pot that I need to transplant somewhere soon, and a teacup rose bush growing in the soil right next to this cool fountain grass. I have a spearmint plant that I use for tea. As you can see, it's thriving in this area and looks very healthy. I also have a rosemary plant. It doesn't receive a lot of sun in this area, so it's still pretty small. I have a grapevine growing towards the back, which I definitely need to prune up soon, and a calla lily that always pops up during the month of January. This blooms white flowers. I have this ornamental grass that grows every year. These also produce little flowers. On the side of my greenhouse in a giant grow bag, I have peppers growing, Anaheim and jalapeno. And I know I need to trim this up. I'm very attached to this plant. It does produce very good peppers, but it needs to be trimmed back because it's very hard to get to my other plants that are growing in this grow bag, like my cilantro. And like I said, this pepper plant produces very good peppers. Just look at this pepper. It's so big and very shiny. We have a second river tamarind tree. Not as big as the one in the front, but we planted this a few years ago and it's still growing, which I'm really excited about. Towards the bottom, we have succulents in pot. These are the mother of thousands. I have a lemon tree that I recently brought home. It's still thriving, and towards the bottom, I have baby pepper plants. I even have another citrus tree. This is a navel orange tree, and it's been beaten up by the hail that we had a few months ago. In this area, we have a wide variety of plants. Right now, this is like our little plant nursery area where I have tomatoes and pepper plants. I didn't really need to start them indoors. They're actually doing very well right here in this container. I have a blue hibiscus plant that we got last year, still growing in a pot, and we definitely need to transplant this into the ground in a few weeks. And it's starting to bud, which is going to bloom soon. I have a gorgeous Indian Western Lantana bush and yellow cosmos right next to it. On the other side of my backyard, I have more plants growing in a small area, and I have this area fenced off to keep the animals out. I have petunias that I started in a container right over here. I have a sage plant in a grow bag, and most of my leafy greens in containers, which kind of fills out this area and gives it a nice look. On the outer layer, I have a few plants growing, like the red Mexican sunflowers, which stays blooming even though it's really cold outside. I have a volunteer tomato plant growing in a stump, which is really cool because I put organic matter in this stump, desert native soil, and then it just started growing. Towards the back, we have zinnias and Mexican butterfly milkweed. A beautiful red fiery cassia bush. This plant is drought tolerant and the hummingbirds love it. And off to the corner, I have parsley in a container and a beautiful red Baja fairy duster. And I did start making a pathway so I could get inside of this area. That way it makes it easier so I can water my plants, like these beets and cauliflower and broccoli that we are growing in containers. We have about 10 of them growing, 5 of each. Right next to it, I have a cinder block raised garden bed that contains a wide variety of vegetables. I have a giant Swiss chard and lettuce, spinach, onion, and garlic. I even have a water dish for the birds and bees. This garden bed needs a lot of work and trimming back, but overall, everything's growing very well. In the corner, I have a beet plant, and this is my best one yet. The weather in Arizona has been very weird lately, so some of my plants, like this bougainvillea, is half bloomed and half dormant. Right next to it, I have my yellow cassia bush. I planted this last year, and it's thriving in this area, which receives a lot of sun. This will grow as big as the bougainvillea. I hope you enjoyed this tour on this beautiful January day, and thank you so much for watching.